and let us all do we can to build a better future.
Shout out now to Glen Greenwald. We got an article from RT America. Now, don't tell Rachel Maddow. She might go crazy. But basically, Glen Greenwald decided to tear into the liberals for praising George W. Bush's 9/11 speech on threat at home. So there we go. So again, we've seen a lot of these videos of George Bush Jr. being rehabilitated by corporate media and even by the Democratic Party as well. You saw him dancing with Ellen DeGeneres and being hugged by Michelle Obama. So, you know, hey, everyone, I guess George Bush Jr. is okay now. I am looking forward to the day when corporate media and even the DNC start to rehabilitate Trump. And there he is dancing with Oprah Winfrey and getting a high five from Barack Obama as they play basketball. Look, everyone, I know it's a far-fetched thing, but I could see that happening because I would never expect, especially during the time when Bush was president, that he'd be all of a sudden being cheered and being loved by establishment corporate media, by the Democrats, by all the vote blue, no matter who people that are out there. It's just madness. And you know what? If you told me this many years ago, I would have called you a liar. But we're seeing this here firsthand. We are living in a cheap Saturday morning cartoon that no one likes to watch, but yet somehow still on the air. Daniel.
Okay, so I just want to say it's really funny that when George Bush was president, Democrats liked Donald Trump because he was one of them.
That is true. That is very true. Oh my God, I even forgot that too, that Donald Trump, during the Bush years, was a Democrat.
He was this cool. He was seen sort of in the same light like Gordon Ramsay is seen. And Democrats was, I like The Apprentice is a good show. It's so good that he helps Democrats out. Then the second he flipped sides and was on the other team, all of a sudden, oh no, terrible person. No one's ever liked him ever, we promise.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I forgot about that. Daniel, well done, buddy. All right, so
right now, though, wait, so let's build on it. But now that Trump's disliked, Bush is great.
Yeah, and then sooner or later, something's going to come along to where then Trump is loved again. And it's going to be hilarious, and I'm going to laugh at it. I'm going to laugh at it because it just shows one, the activist community, corporate media, the blue check marks, vote blue no matter who, cul-de-sac progressives, they don't really give a damn. Yeah, by the way, kids, everyone, we're watching, nothing has changed. So let's pull up this article. I just want to read a few short paragraphs. Glen Greenwald calling out corporate media and the Democrats. Journalist Glen Greenwald tore into several prominent Democrats after they praised ex-President George W. Bush's speech about the dangers to our country rising at home 20 years after beginning his war on terror. And mind you, this is his war on terror that was continued on by Barack Obama, then by also Donald Trump, and continued on with, that's right, Joe Biden. In his speech on the 20th anniversary of the 9/11 terrorist attacks, which sparked Bush's invasion of Afghanistan, war crimes, and rise of surveillance state against American citizens, the former president warned that there was growing evidence that the dangers to our country can come not only across borders, but from violence that gathers within. There is little cultural overlap between violent extremists abroad and violent extremists at home, he continued, but in their disdain for pluralism and in disregard for human life and their determination to defile national symbols, they are children of the same foul spirit. Bush appeared to be referencing the January 6th storming of the U.S. Capitol by supporters of then-President Donald Trump in protest of President Joe Biden's election victory, which they alleged to be fraudulent. So here's Glen Greenwald basically calling out a lot of these liberal Democrats. Liberals swooned emotionally all day yesterday for George W. Bush because they crave his war on terror, but just want it unleashed domestically at their political opponents. Hearing Bush link 9/11 with January 6th and compare his war on terror with their new one was ecstasy for them. And there's Keith Oberlin, there's Bill Clinton, Molly John Fass, and Michael Biswas. You got all these people there praising Bush. I remember a long time ago, Keith Oberlin used to try and go after Bush. And even Jennifer Rubin, that's right, remember her? Even she is also swooning over good old Bush. Thank goodness we actually have people like Glen Greenwald, again, to call out the hypocrisy of the DNC establishment and also corporate media. Remember, the war on terror, all this surveillance state started with Bush. And now all the people that used to hate him now just love him. They want to hug him so much. They want to dance with him. They want to give him ice cream. They want to pat him on the back. It's 1/6 show. if you're a Democratic voter or a Republican voter, I'm so sorry, but you've been played for 20 years. You never had a seat at the table, and your favorite lawmakers just said things that you wanted to hear. But they will never follow through with helping you out. They're all friends. I hope everyone understands that they are all friends with each other. That's how it's always been. Okay? Daniel.
Oh, I mean, I don't really know what to add to that. It's George Bush is now, the war criminal who's wanted for war crimes. A wonderful Democrat that everyone should embrace because he's a painter. Because he's doesn't curse all the time. Because why? Besides not liking Trump, why? This is a person who invaded countries without any reason, made up reasons to invade, made the news media outlets complicit to war crimes and murders and killings in multiple countries, instituted a severe restriction in the Patriot Act of our freedoms and liberties. What was the thing that he always said? They hate us for our freedoms, but he never finishes because they hate us. They hate us for our freedoms, but he never finishes the statement. It's like when cops say it's just a bad apple and never finish the statement. They hate us for our freedoms, so we got rid of them voluntarily. This is the guy that we're saying is good. Genius. This just shows the level of intelligence of the people that we're fighting against. It's a big, stupid snowball that is just much bigger. That's all it has going for it.
Everyone, pretend to be shocked. Pretend to be shocked as soon as you see corporate media rehabilitate Trump. Because there's going to be some other presidential candidate that's going to say things that's going to trigger people, get people upset. And look, there's going to be another person like that out there. But watch Trump come in and say, wow, this guy, he's not cool. He says mean things. I said mean things too, but I didn't really mean them. And he's going to get a big thunderous applause, and he's going to do a little dance with Ellen DeGeneres and Oprah Winfrey. Trust me on it. Something like that's going to happen. Pretend to be shocked. Pretend to be surprised. But know this. It is a sick club. So this is why we need to do a general strike. This is why we need to look at supporting third parties and supporting ballot initiatives and no longer supporting the DNC and RNC. Look at what happened now, 20 years later, as the war in Afghanistan is winding down, in theory. Bush is being praised by the political party that tried to rival him, that tried to bring him down. And all their mascots are there just swooning over Bush. I never thought I'd see it, but yet here we are seeing it firsthand, and it's downright pathetic.
It turns out if you just wait a few more years, Donald Trump will seem like a moderate in the Democratic Party. Oh, right, that's where he was previously. So I take that back. I take the entire thing back. What I meant to say was, give it a few years, Donald Trump will return to exactly where he was 8 years ago.
Yeah, and he's going to be given an award by some kind of social justice group too. I don't know who it'll be, but he's going to get an award by a social justice group. Some kind of activist group, maybe some environmentalist group. I don't know what it's going to be.
You know what it's going to be?
But he's going to get like a fake award or something like that. Everyone's going to be like, wow, what is
Ready?
it?
I was very brave. Many other people like me wouldn't do this in their building, but I allowed 2 affordable apartment buildings in the new Trump Tower. And they're well vetted. It's moms. It's single moms. They're escorted in by Bill Clinton, and everything's good.
There we go. All right.